Hey there, welcome back to another episode of Afterlife. Today we're still over here working at Afterland. There's two systems that I do sort of need to clear up. First of all, these turnstiles are a little different. They have to be changed to do something that I want to do today over here. So first of all, we do need to come down here. I still haven't put a lever there. And we need to make a little system that'll bring a piece of the paper that you threw in over here. This is just to not cheat the system. We want to bring it over here. I need a little bit of a crafting bench. Hold on. Boop, boop. And crafting bench to make a chest. Okay. So we need to place the chest there. I want you to throw in your ticket there and then it to pop up over here. So you can use it to get out of the park later because I don't really, I thought it would be a cool idea if you had to have your ticket later, so you could leave the park. You'd have to throw it into a thing here, and then just boom, and then the little gate here would open. So maybe let's try that today. If it fails, then no big deal. If it does work, then awesome, that'll be great. But we do need to just try a couple things. That was way too big of a punch. So first of all, we need a dropper. Droppers can bring up items, a bit better than hoppers, because hoppers can't go upwards. So we do need, we have a whole bunch of cobble on us. Let's go like this. Let's see if I remember how to make a dropper. Yeah, dropper. So let's grab 4 just for right now, and let's try to do what I'd like to do. So we need to bring the piece of paper from this chest, so we do need to go like this, bring it over into a dropper here, go like this, and bring it up like this. Let's just go up here and place it like that instead, and bring it up like this into the chest. That's what we need. So let's see if we can sort of get that going. Let's see, if we place a block here, we can place a hopper right there, and the hopper should pick up items from the chest, and slowly just bring it over. Let's go like this to make it easier on ourselves, and it should load up into a hopper. So if we go like this, anything we throw into this chest, so let's go stone brick. Stone brick should get carried along right into this dropper. Then we need a little bit of a way to power it to go up. So if you don't know how to make a dropper go upwards, you do need to power it. So if we place it there, there's our item. Place it there, there's our item. And then we need to power this third one somehow. There. Ooh, hold on. There's our item in the chest. So we do need to figure out a way to power this. So we do have a little bit of a thing here. So we could technically go like this if we make a bigger area down here and take some of our redstone repeaters. We can easily go like this. Ooh, like this for the first one. Boop, boop. And that would power it and push it up 1. So then we just need to deal with the rest of them, and right here is our roof. So this might be a little bit of a challenge, but who said challenges are a bad thing? Now, what would be amazing for this is the observer block. So maybe we'll end up changing this when that comes out, but for right now, we need to do, like, anything we can. So let's make that there, and there. So if we place something into, oh, hold on, we need this and a quick little torch so we can invert the signal. We don't want it always being on. There we go. So if something comes into here, okay, so after a little bit of troubleshooting, I believe I have something that works pretty much perfectly. So, say our ticket is this stone axe. Stone axe goes in, that gets pushed down, we wait a second, stone axe back right here. Now, if you want to know how this works, pretty much it's actually really simple. It's just these, like, the biggest thing we added is this little elevator with the long repeater delay. So pretty much it's just the circuit we had before. I moved the hopper instead of going in on this side, now it goes in to here. So the pulse comes out here, comes around, it hits this repeater delay. The repeater delay waits until the item is actually in the dropper for it to get pushed up. This is actually pretty helpful. I'm not really sure how the timing on this works, but as soon as it's in here, or pretty much a second after, it gets pushed up. The signal goes through the solid block into this one, and we use the vertical half slab trick to go here and here, which seems to power both of them at some sort of quick enough time for both of them to get activated in pretty much unison. So as another quick demonstration, in here, around here, gets powered straight back here. So let's come down and get a little bit of a better view of the circuitry from down here. So boom, it goes in through the item hopper into here, the pulse hits here as soon as it's done, and then the redstone goes up, and there you go. Your ticket is back in the chest along the other side. Now let's just make sure you can actually like reach and cheat. Okay, you can, but you know, hopefully no one cheats. You know, you're supposed to take your ticket, so there shouldn't be any extra tickets going out. Now we just need a little bit of an iron ingot, or not an iron ingot, a trapdoor deterrent, so people can't just sort of come back down into the circuitry and mess with it. There we go. There we go. So pretty much the new turnstile system is done. It brings your item down, blah blah blah, brings it back up, you grab it here, and now we get to work on the outside turnstile, which is supposed to be like you throw your item in, you throw your ticket in, and then it opens up the gate for you to leave. That's pretty much the plan. Sorry, White, need to borrow 2 pieces of quartz, hope you don't mind. Alright, so I just built our exit booth, and I explained it really badly while building it, so I decided to scrap that clip. Hope you don't mind. For right now, the only side that's working is this side. I need a little bit more supplies before I can do this side, and then well off camera, I'll also make this side work. But today we need to go find a swamp on a full moon and go get us some slimes so we can make this fully operational. But here's how it works, pretty much the same as both of those. Throw your item in, wait a second, down, up, and you walk through. So you throw your item in, you have a quick second to just sort of walk through, and then you're good. And how this works is, let's go down into the wiring. Now this is going to get very confusing very quickly, so try and hang on with me here. It's a lot of clutter, it's a lot of mess. Okay, so you have the chest up there that brings it down into this chest. This chest has a comparator hooked up to it with the same sort of stopping system that makes it so you can go through on the other side, so we just reuse that asset. Over here, we have another line leading to a torch with a block on it to power the redstone that's covered, or over here you have another line that leads to a redstone torch with a block above it to power the redstone that is on half slab so it doesn't power anything else, with some repeaters running into the pistons always so they're on, and underneath you have a line that avoids the other line leading into the hopper that leads up to the top to close those. Now there's a small delay I can't really fix, but that's about it for the system. It just uses the same sort of thing, except maybe a little bit different. It's just the same sort of thing, except doubled on top with a little simple redstone line. The little redstone torch tower leading up powers a block, which powers the 3 redstone on top, which powers the pistons above so we can get on through. So you put your ticket in, blah blah, it opens, and you're good to go. Then whoever is running the park, which is me, can come down and grab all of their good assets, all of their money, all of their tickets, whatever you want to come and grab is down here. Now, I need to wait a minute. It needs to get night so I can see if it's a full moon, and if it is, I will meet you over at a swamp. Even if it isn't, I'll still meet you over at a swamp when it is a full moon. 1 second. Actually, scratch all of what I just said. I have a different plan for right now. I want to lay out where things can start going so people could maybe come in and start doing things that they want to do in the amusement park. So they can come in and actually start making some games and stuff so people can play them. Let's turn down my music a little bit for my sounds. I want to, make like spaces. I want to start making spaces so people can actually come in and start planning out what they'd like to do and get an idea of where they can go and such. Now, the very first thing outside of the gate I want to do is a little area for a restaurant. Like one of the residential restaurants on the server can come in and rent it out so they can have a little bit more business. Maybe they can, you know, set up a little shop there. They can rent it out. You see what I'm saying? Like they can have a little area around here. Maybe let's say like, hold on, let's come through the gate. How close would we like it? I'm thinking maybe starting here. How's that look? That looks fine. That looks like a decent amount of distance. And then we'll just sort of plot out a decent size land like this and go backwards. And there. Now you have like a decent sized plot of land for like a place you can rent out if you'd like, if you want a restaurant there. So you'd walk out and you can come through to the restaurant. There'd be a pathway that sort of leads this way. I'm thinking maybe fence this off a little bit and have it so you can look at the wildlife, you know, the squids, you know, the indigenous squids of the area. And then we'll sort of have another pathway leading over this way. Let's get like netherrack out just for a minute here. We'll have another little pathway leading around this way, just around the building a little bit. Actually, no, let's move that a lot closer. Hold on. Let's move that a lot closer. If it's just going around the building, we don't need it too far away. So like this, we'll have a little pathway, and then we have just our area around the shop. So we have pathway, and they have space to build, right? So like this. And then, of course, there'd be that little part here that connects both the pathways together and such. And then maybe right over here, if we just start clearing out the grass, we can have a ride go sort of like around here. I'm just trying to plot out the like size. Like, of course, like these are just suggestions. I would only put in the pathways after a ride or building has been done, so we have more like accommodative space. But like that could be a plot for a thing, so you'd come off and like there's your ride. We can have a pathway leading along this way, which can, if we flatten out this area, there could be a ride all the way up here, sort of close to that, right? So we just need to do a lot of terraforming, making the land look pretty, like you can have a pretty big area for this ride, stuff like that. We just need to sort of prep the area. So boom, then we have like 2 spaces for rides, although that was like a terrible layout thing. Okay, there. So yeah, 1 right there, 1 right there. Have a pathway like this leading like through next to both of the rides. Like this is all just sort of pre-planning production of the park. Now, I'm going to start letting people in soon so they can come in, build whatever they'd like, and then I'll place the pathway around them. But just for now, we have what we'd like. Now, maybe back over here, behind this ride, since we went sort of like this, we can have a ride going sort of like around here. We can have a big ride here going all the way around and then all the way looping back. So again, like pre-planning, we're just pre-planning, we're just filing out the area. So then this would loop back around, stuff like that. There would be a ride over here sort of paralleled, so it's not all sort of weird. So we'd go like this and get another ride going around here. We're just laying it out. Boop, boop. Nope, that's a bit too close to this one. We'll stop it around here and then swoop back around this way. Yeah, there we go. So then we already have around 4 spaces for rides, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the rent around area, there would be a pathway going through this way around both of these. Maybe we'll have a little kiosk area around here if you want to sell things, right? Like if you want to, again, rent a little area and set up a little shop thing, we'll have 1 or 2 right around here just for now, right? Yep, that sounds good to me. And then there would be 1 this way. And these would sort of end at the rides, like maybe this will be the exit, maybe that'll be the entrance to this ride, except for maybe a little pathway leading over here to these ones. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then there'd be the entrance exit going that way, entrance going this way. So to enter this ride, you sort of have to walk back past all the kiosks. That's like a, you know, normal tactic in an amusement park. So you buy and spend more things that make you walk past all the cool games and stuff. Over here, we can have another ride. Yeah, this is starting to get a lot better. This is starting to feel a lot better, more like a park instead of just like an entrance thing. So here we go, and then you have an area for a ride. Again, take all the space you need. I will put paths around you when you have your little area. So then we'd have another path going this way, blah, blah, blah. I'm out of nether quartz or nether rack, so we can't keep doing that. But if we just pillar up over here, let's get a good view of the park, and I'll explain it just so you know. Let's get a good view all the way up. Yeah, okay. So you have the paths that loop around the rentables. You have the paths that lead to that one in the back. On both sides of those, you have 2 more, and over there and over there. Now, if anyone wants to, come in today and start building a ride, I just have to warn you that these plot spaces are suggestions. Go as small or as big as you need, and I will build the paths around you. So again, all of these little plot places are suggestions. All of these ride places are suggestions. So just go as big or as small as you need. We'll work around it, we'll accommodate it, or just sort of build how you need it. I will figure out a way to go around you. Do not worry. But there we go. We have a little bit of production planning going on. If I have a little bit more, yes, I have andesite, I have stone bricks, I have gravel, cobblestone, and a little bit of stone. We can always smelt up a little bit more cobblestone. I can just run and go and grab some from my chest. We can do a little bit more of the pathways today, but for right now, I need a little bit of a quick cut. Maybe I'll gather up a little bit of materials, and then I'll be back in a second. Actually, scratch that. I think that's going to be it for today's episode. To recap what we did the plots, we made these, spit out your ticket, and then we made the completely awesome park lever thing, another little turnstile with all the redstone around it, so it is completely automatic, opens up, blah blah blah. Also, a request for any server member watching, if you have slime balls, please donate them to me. I need slime balls. I need slime balls for this park. Please donate any slime balls you have. It'd be so appreciative. But yeah, I had to do it for this episode. I think next episode we'll take a little bit of a break from the park and we'll do a shop maybe. Maybe I could be the redstone guy on the server. If you need a little bit of redstone help, I'll come over and help you. Or maybe we'll do our house. Either way, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video. Remember, stay fancy and peace out. Bye-bye.